does she know so much about the inhibitor
and then,
chip?
And then the inhibitor chick, you got Wrecker hit. What did I say? What did I say?
Inhibitor chick.
Yeah, those inhibitor chicks.
She's an inhibitor chick.
You better watch out for them inhibitor chicks. Don't mess with them.
Oh my gosh. I'm dead.
Hey, welcome to Smol's Family Reaction. We are back with another Star Wars The Bad Batch reaction. This is episode 3 titled Replacements. Wonder what that could mean. Could it be that we're going to see some stormtroopers? We're actually going to start to see the clones being replaced by recruits. It seems kind of early, but who knows? I do, and definitely looking forward to a point where we can see the clones. I'm not looking forward to it. I love the clones. You know, all the Clone Wars, all that, but we know what happens. They get replaced with stormtroopers. So somewhere along the line, we're going to see that happen. So yes, we are back with our another reaction. The kids will be joining me here in a minute for this reaction, but in the meantime, I'm just going to do a quick little intro and do just a very, I promise, it's going to be like 2 minutes. I know I can ramble. I go on and on. When it comes to Star Wars, I could just keep talking and talking and talking. 2-minute recap of last week's episode. Really enjoyed last week's episode after the season premiere, which saw them leave Camino after the events of Order 66, which the Bad Batch thankfully did not partake in or participate in or follow those orders, except Crosshair, who I suspect will now be the main villain of the show, at least for the Bad Batch. But they left Camino, went to J-19 Seleucami, and found Cut Lawquane and his family. Remember from Season 2 of the Clone Wars, he was the deserter. I suspect they wanted Cut's help to lay low and figure out this new life that they're going to have to endure on. But it turns out Cut needed some help himself with the beginnings of the Empire, flexing their muscles and establishing the evil regime that is the Empire through registering ships and people and chain codes and all that fun stuff. Saw the Bad Batch have to use their own technology to create some false IDs and try to get Cut and his family off planet through a transport. So they helped him. They were going to send Omega with him because, look, there's the part of the show here that kind of reminds me just a little bit of the relationship that you have with Din Djarin. Is it Djarin? Din Djarin? It's been a while. How do you forget these things so easily? Din Djarin and Baby Yoda. In The Mandalorian, there's a father-son relationship. I think got a little bit of a kind of a father-daughter, even though it's more of a brother-sister kind of thing, if she is indeed a Jango clone, which that's a bit suspicion, but we don't know for sure. That hasn't been revealed. But he certainly is a father figure to Omega, but because he cares for her and wants to do what's best for her, he was going to send her on to stay with Cut and his family wherever they were going to go. But the end of the episode saw Omega not do that and rejoin the Bad Batch and Uncle Wrecker, as we heard in the show. But she rejoined the Bad Batch as they escaped the planet on their own ship. And where we're going now, and she said that's where she belongs. She knows that that's where she belongs. And Hunter said, "Look, if this is where you belong, this is where you know this is how do you say that? If this is where you should be, this is where you know you should be, then this is where you should be." Paraphrase like crazy right there. I really don't remember exactly how he worded it, but it was something along those lines. Kind of a cool moment. What I really like about Omega and Hunter is we are connecting with Hunter through Omega, much how we connected with the Mandalorian through Baby Yoda, and vice versa. And that's what I love about Star Wars. You know, Star Wars, you can have all the the ships and space and lightsabers and Death Stars and all Jedi, all the fun stuff that we get in the sci-fi world of Star Wars, but the reality is it's about family and it's about story, and I love that the Bad Batch is really already digging into that aspect of Star Wars. Feels very Star Wars to me, right off the Clone Wars. Now we're in a transition between Clone Wars and Rebels, and you can certainly get the vibe from that great storytelling time for Star Wars. Really been looking forward to this time of storytelling for a long time. I mean, this is the dark times, the Empire, and the early establishment of the Empire. And are we going to see Darth Vader? Are we going to see more Tarkin? Are we going to see Palpatine? Maybe Inquisitors? There's all kinds of things that we could start to see. It's a long season, and I just can't wait to see what they throw at us. I just love this time of storytelling for Star Wars. I love Star Wars, and animated. The animation is great, so it doesn't matter to me that it's animated. I love the storytelling. All right, I'm going to stop rambling here. I could just keep going on and on. Right before the kids join me and we jump into this week's reaction, I'm going to read a few of our favorite comments from last week. Hey, for this episode, leave some comments, and again, we'll read some of our favorites next week. Make them funny, theories, whatever you got, throw them our way, and I will definitely try to read a few of them for next week's episode. All right, Jason Spalding says 2 Bad Batch episodes in 1 week makes for a great week. Yes, sir, it was a great. May the 4th, that whole week, Star Wars, love it. It's great stuff. Jay Stone says, I am all in on the Bad Batch. Really enjoyed both episodes. I totally agree, and I think the Bad Batch off to a great start. Has such a great foundation to it with already being established through the Clone Wars. Very familiar with the characters. D. Bradley Baker does such a fantastic job as the voice of all the clones. Like times you don't even realize that it's the same person. I mean, Wrecker, Hunter, Crosshair, Echo Tech. I mean, it's crazy. He does all these voices. He's so talented. If he doesn't win an award, there's something seriously wrong, which, I mean, Star Wars gets gypped a lot, but man, D. Bradley Baker is very talented, and he does a fantastic job. And I love the show. I think it's off to a great start. Can't wait to see where it goes. Jared Housley says, the Empire sure doesn't waste any time imposing tyranny. Definitely. Knowing Palpatine, he had all this set up. He has the clones. He has all of it. And this was all planned. We saw Tarkin already wearing Imperial garb. I mean, this was set up this has been in Palpatine's mind. He's waited a long time for this moment. So it's not surprising how quick they that they're showing the establishment of the regime and the oppressiveness of the evil Empire, the dark times. But yes, they did not waste any time. We are now the Galactic Empire. Palpatine's like, I'm the man, I'm the boss. Everybody's under my control. Chain codes, registering ships, and all kinds of stuff heading your way for a safe and secure society. Okay, Master Crawford 343 says Disney is really filling out the formerly unknown times. That was the 17, probably more like 19 or 20, but or so years between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Love that they're doing this. I just love it. And Dave Filoni behind it. Filoniverse. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's great stuff heading our way. Can't wait. All right, last comment I'm going to read for this week is from Jack Dubs, who says, I'm what could be considered a fan of the Smoles. Can you folks adopt me as a long-lost relative or something? I can be Uncle Jack. All right, well, Uncle Jack, I'll tell you what. It's, you don't really know what... You don't know what you'd be getting yourself into, Uncle Jack. We're quite crazy around. Actually, no, we're pretty boring. Not a whole lot going on around here. Kids keep me young at heart. Star Wars keeps me young at heart. But if you want to be Uncle Jack, you can definitely be Uncle Jack. And every time you comment, I will see you as Uncle Jack. Welcome to the Smoles family, Uncle Jack. Uncle Jack goes on. He said, without prompting from Hunter, Wrecker just goes to help Omega. Yes, it was a cool moment. None of the whooping or hollering or general lunk-headedness he's become known for, just looking out for his new little sister. And we even joked about it when that happened. Oh no, there goes Wrecker, what's he going to do? Wrecker looking out for it's one of those little moments again. Star Wars does this. It's just a little touching moment that you see, you know what? Wrecker, as crazy as Wrecker is, he just wants to blow stuff up. He's got a heart and he's going to go help his little sister. And that was, I thought that was pretty cool. And definitely a great comment, Uncle Jack. So, yes, you are hereby welcome to the Smoles family. And anybody who subscribes and watches Smoles family reactions, you're all family. We love all of you guys and really enjoy reading your comments and interacting with everybody. So leave some more comments. And definitely give us a big thumbs up if you enjoy our reaction. But right now, we're going to start our reaction to Season 1, Episode 3 of The Bad Batch. And the kids are going to join me right now. Replacements. Stormtroopers replacing the clones.
It's like me.
Hit me again.
Hit me.
Well, that's all for now. Rations are low.
You can have mine.
Hey.
He's gonna
Bro,
take
he just
it.
straight up.
No thanks. You keep it.
Okay.
He's so dumb.
I love Wrecker.
He's like no brain.
Our inhibitor chips takes precedence. I thought you said
So they're
they
doing.
were
He's fixing
defective.
They're doing that. He had
I'd say
the
that's
whole thing
pretty
to check the
critical tech.
chips.
It's not
I
affecting
know.
life support. We're fine.
Are you kidding me?
Tech is just
He's like, it's okay. This doesn't even fit in that one.
nah.
Oh, poor Tom.
This show is all about gunk droid abuse.
I know.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Wrecker.
Is it in here?
What is that? Is that his snipe?
What?
Yeah, it's Crosshair's box.
That's Crosshair's weapon kit. Fine. I'll say it. I kind of miss him. Ah, I sure do. That hurt. So, it wasn't Crosshair's fault.
Well, look, debating.
So
Tech is like, well.
Are they gonna try to save Crosshair at some point?
Yeah, I know. Like, that's like they didn't even mention him last episode.
No, but yeah, no. I was wondering if that was even part of their plan, but
I know.
oh, there he is.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad it's like going back to him, but I was like, okay, where's Crosshair? I kind of like his design, like the
your
best.
vitals are at optimum
Something
level.
about it.
Crosshair.
Mm-hmm.
Go away.
Shows he's responding favorably to the procedure.
Tarkin.
Let's see if he stays that way.
CT-9904 is the top specimen.
What's the status of Project War Mantle?
On schedule, sir.
Project
Our top recruits are
War
here to begin their
Mantle.
training.
What's that?
Under the
I don't know. Stormtroopers? Maybe?
Do you remember the scene with Jin when
elite
okay,
squad.
Elite Squad? Do you remember the scene with Jin
Top soldiers from across the galaxy.
and Cassian when they were going through when they're trying to find the Death Star plans, and they were reading all those names?
Yeah.
Of we'll have to watch that and see if there's any reference.
This burgeoning empire.
Burgeoning Empire.
Uh-oh. They're gonna be Minox.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's like the environment. What is? That's not a Minox. What is that thing? It's like straight out of the Empire Strikes Back.
I'm a little busy at the moment.
I feel like if it attacks him, Tech's gonna be like, oh, look at that.
Right. Right. He's
It's
just,
attacking us.
well, would you look at that?
Well, would you look at that?
Okay. But they're not. They're more caves than they are holes. They're like.
Holes. They're more holes.
Is it? Where is it?
I swear if it comes out of the hole.
Yeah. Ugh, there it was.
Look at this.
Well, would you look at that?
Wow, would you look at
Whoa.
would you look at that?
Well, those weren't there when we landed.
Really?
Jack is so, just so matter of fact.
I know.
It's gonna be
I must have
another
hit my
one.
head in a crash.
Does he not want to go out there or something?
I don't know. Yeah. You knew that was gonna happen.
I know, but it's still kind
Some
of.
kind of creature. About this big, with a long tail. It ran off with the part.
Why, cranky. That's a
Crikey.
beautiful creature.
Wrecker, stay here. I'll go after the dragon and get up.
Big,
What's wrong with
big old
Wrecker?
tough Wrecker's got a head injury.
You're staying.
They wouldn't telegraph. They wouldn't keep showing Wrecker doing that unless maybe I wonder if it's gonna have some impact on the chip.
I know.
With the Empire, I get paid, I get fed, and I have a roof over my head. That's more than the Republic ever did for me.
Really? Well, Palpatine was in charge of the Republic, so
Our clones have been trained since their creation.
he didn't want to lose that business. It's a big contract.
I want Saw Gerrera's camp found and wiped out.
Ooh, Saw Gerrera.
Let's see if they can succeed where Clone Force 99 failed.
He doesn't look very happy.
No,
He's like,
he's gonna have his.
clones.
They're gonna take all the
I know.
the clone making away
all
from
his
him.
hard work.
And Crosshair.
Crossy.
Hmm.
Here.
Why does it light up there? It's weird.
I'm angry at myself. We don't leave our own behind.
Then we'll find a way to get him back.
Yeah, see,
Somehow.
they try to get him back.
Why would they put him in charge?
Problem.
Tell me this, clone. If you all are so efficient,
Oh my word, I literally hate that guy. Like, I hate him so much.
sounds to me like it's time for a change.
Well, he is a punk.
Yeah, I know that.
Enjoy being commander. For now.
Oh, okay.
Bruh.
All right, so these guys are still at this camp. It's like you'd think he'd be gone by now.
I know. Weren't those characters in the Clone Wars? They look very familiar.
Well, the Onderon,
The Onderon episodes.
yeah,
Those are like my favorite episodes.
they're pretty good.
Please don't come out of them. Please don't come out of the holes.
It's getting away!
Really? Sorry.
No, his mask is off.
Well, that's not good. Well, find his mask. My goodness. Put it back on his face. It went in.
It did win in.
It did win in?
I can't talk. It did go down in that hole. It went in there.
You can do this.
All right then. Is she gonna go into the hole?
Well, she wants to track, so she's got to go track it.
How could you just no!
It's like a cave.
No.
It's not a hole.
It's
like a tunnel. It's a tunnel.
It's like the Geonosian episodes from the Clone Wars movie with all the
Yeah. Oh, Crosshair's getting you. Oh, flame troopers.
Man.
I swear I just heard a Wilhelm scream.
Oof. Is that punk or is that Crosshair? Because I wouldn't mind it if the punk guy died. Like he could not survive, and
You're okay with it.
I would be okay.
You're okay
with
with
that.
it. We give up. My give up. My give up.
Okay, Jar Jar.
But I wouldn't tell you if I did.
Oh, whoa.
Dang. Who shot?
I believe you.
That's Crosshair.
Whoa.
That was savage.
Crosshair.
We don't know anything. We were promised transport off-world. That's all.
Then you're of no use going to comply.
No. None of us are.
Okay. Okay.
Nor the clone.
That's good. That's good. I like him a little more
You
now.
want to know why they put me in charge? It's because I'm willing to do what needs to be done.
Bruh.
Oh, Crosshair.
Dang. Was that blonde guy?
Yeah, that's the guy you didn't like.
Okay, well, I liked him. I liked him at the end.
It's always the way it works. He told him to finish a job. What are they gonna do? They're not even like soldiers. Oh,
That's dark.
wow. That's pretty dark.
That was pretty dark. I like it though.
Yeah, it was dark.
I like it. I mean, I'm not like a creepy.
It's one thing to take out the soldiers.
Yeah, no kidding. It's like innocent people. I mean,
One guy said we're just hitching a ride.
I know.
Wow.
He and his blue girlfriend. They're just going to the Bahamas, you know?
Or whatever it's called in Star Wars.
I don't know.
Right?
Got lucky.
Don't.
She keeps saying that I got lucky. There's no such thing.
Ooh, spit.
Ugh.
Oh no, he's gonna be like, Omega. Omega! Omega!
Omega.
There. Oh gee, I wonder what keyed you into that. Of course.
Doesn't like the light. It just wants its toy.
Yeah, he just wants food. Electricity.
Interesting.
Like a Minoc.
I tracked the dragon, like you did.
Yeah, it's just straight to it. Let's get it done. Enhanced.
Didn't have to use it. I got the
I
part.
like her.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just don't know if she's force sensitive or
Okay, like
or
hear
like
me out.
You've said
I
empath.
would
or-
almost like it if she was turned like evil or something.
Yeah, well,
It would be
if-
very
If she's a
interesting.
Palpatine experiment, who knows?
Appears your squad
As long as she
is
doesn't
one
die.
trooper down.
Huh.
Unfortunate.
Impressive. The clone commander's new squad has followed through, where his brethren did not. Em is right. It will continue to serve a purpose.
With more time and training, our forces will be unlike anything the galaxy
Cool.
has
So we're
seen.
seeing the beginnings of the stormtroopers. Their helmets even had a stormtrooper look to it, but the clone's still part of it. So there's a slow transition. I like.
Yep, I like it too.
This will make clones obsolete. I fear for the future of our
That. Right.
operation.
Yeah.
The original genetic material from Django Fat continues to degrade.
Huh.
Then it is time to begin the next phase.
The what now?
The next phase.
A superior clone. It will secure our relationship with this empire.
What's a superior clone?
The plot thickens.
They are Kaminoan property.
They're talking about the
And
Bad
we
Batch.
only need one. Our survival hinges on it.
So they need the Bad Batch back to make enhanced clones, but they're still Django clones, so that's a little confusing. Still,
They must have done something. Like
Yeah.
there's something different that they
Right.
need. Genetic material or something.
but they're trying to stay relevant, so they can
Oh. He looked at it.
Yeah. Let's see. Is he missing his brothers? Does he have anything? I think he is.
He's got to have something in there that's.
I think he is. I think he's missing his brother.
Yeah.
Systems are up and running.
Yeah, it took you long enough.
Here's Wrecker with his head.
Hey, kid, come with me. Cover your eyes.
I don't know whether to be scared by this.
Right,
Or,
what are you gonna do,
after
Wrecker?
he's been acting like.
Yeah, my head's all messed up.
Oh no, he's gonna be acting. He's gonna be nice.
He made her a room. Watch, because she didn't have a room.
Check it out.
Aww.
Yeah.
They like her.
Big brother Wrecker.
It's your own room.
Aw, that's actually a cool room.
Yeah, that's
like
awesome.
that.
I thought this
Ah,
place
his
could
vertigo
feel
and
more
space
like a
don't
home.
count.
It's perfect.
Well, looking out at it.
Thank you,
and there's
Rita.
Rika.
I never had my own room before.
Well, you're part of this squad now.
We gotta
too.
have the sappy, cheesy ending.
Yep.
Every time.
Yeah, this is the third one now.
That's awesome. That was good. That was
Like
good.
it. Yep. Definitely like it.
I love the way she says her names. It's like Eiko and Teak. Oh my goodness, that was good.
So what I like is, you get the action episodes, like with
get the
the
story.
premiere, last week's episode. There's a lot of world building and character development. This one's more of the same. I love the seeing the. Now I think we know what replacements. Could do the replacements because they had to replace that
Yep.
capacitor thing.
Okay, but I want to know what this like. What
But then
are
the stormtroopers.
what were the Kaminoans talking about? The clone that they're one.
That's the big thing about
Like,
this episode.
Ooh, like the plot thickens.
What are they talking about? That's the big thing. Is so the Kaminoan said we have to get them back. So I got to believe they're talking about the Bad Batch, but they only need one. But they have one there with Crosshair, so it's like.
Do they want Omega?
And they're and well, that's maybe it's Omega.
There's something with her.
So what I'm wondering, and I love a lot of the lore that's no longer part of Star Wars canon, but in the in-between times, some of the story that we got, the dark times in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, was the game The Force Unleashed, and you had Starkiller, who was a clone.
Oh, right.
With Force abilities. Now, I don't know.
That would be very interesting. That would be.
I'm curious to see if anybody else is going there because it just seems like that is a place they could go.
It is.
And they're not going to follow it exactly
They
like
could
that.
totally tie that into like what happened in The Rise of Skywalker with Palpatine. Like.
Well, so that's the other thing is, because Palpatine's after his thing to have a clone. He's just clone. He's into the whole cloning thing, and he wants immortality. So, but the thing is, like I said even earlier, I don't know if Omega is if Palpatine is even aware of her at this point. So there's so much to be told here,
I would love The Rise of Skywalker like a lot more if they could like explain more of it. I think that would make me have a more of an appreciation for it if they could make it not as just like random like Palpatine. Like I think it'd be cool if they could show.
It was just a mess because of everything that came. There was no cohesiveness between the three.
I still liked them. They just weren't my favorite. Like I just prefer.
But they did in the comics, and then I think the novel and stuff. They filled in some gaps, and it's pretty clear that the Palpatine we had in The Rise of Skywalker was a clone. A Palpatine clone. But so we know he's into all this stuff, and so what the Kaminoans are trying to stay relevant now. They don't want to be shut down. But we know that they're not completely shut down because we know in The Mandalorian, Pershing, is that his name? In The Mandalorian, the scientist?
Right, yep.
He had the Kaminoan, he had the uniform on. And you saw the cloning that was going on in season 2 of The Mandalorian.
I still want to know what's going on there.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's leading up to the Palpatine thing, but you got the pickle jar Snokes and so I think we're getting some Filoni-verse is what we're getting. Everybody's Filoni-verse. He's going to start tying a lot of this kind of stuff. It's going to take a while.
Filoni's just the best.
It's going to take a while to connect all these dots, but I love that they're laying the groundwork for this. And being a huge fan of Rogue One, I distinctly remember them reading all those project names in Rogue One, and I don't know for sure, but I'm wondering if War Mantle was on part of that list.
Yeah, I don't remember.
So I'm going to go check the list when they were looking for, because we know that what they found was Stardust, the Death Star plans, and so, but there's a whole list of projects there, and so when they say project and a name after it, I'm wondering if it's on the list. So I'm gonna go check that out and see what other names are on that list. Hey, what did you think of this episode?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. Who's your favorite of the Bad Batch? Wrecker, probably.
Wrecker's awesome.
How could you not like Wrecker? He's so dumb
he's
and
the
likable.
comedic relief and
I wanted to blow something up.
but he's got heart and he loves his little
It's like a big
sister.
puppy dog.
Yeah, and Wrecker's great. I like Tech. I just like that Tech is just not a whole lot. Tick. But just straightforward, and there's no emotion with it. Just oh well, this is how it is.
Those weren't there before.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, they're shooting rockets at us. It's okay.
I love how they all have different personalities.
But there's a lot of building still going on, and I'm gonna suspect that a lot of fans probably see this as kind of slow, or that it might even there's a little.
It's enjoyable.
There's some Mandalorian There's some Mandalorian story beats that are going on here that we've seen similar to Mandalorian.
Rebels a little bit.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it because I know that they're building all of this to an awesome payoff that's going to come later in the season. And
the thing is, at the same time, there's still something going on. There's still like an air of mystery to it, kind of like with the Mandalorian.
Absolutely.
There was always just like first it was Baby Yoda, Grogu, and now it's Omega. So.
Yeah. So what's Omega all about? What's her enhancement? What is she gifted with? What is she going to be good the whole time? And like you said, could she end up going and being bad? I mean,
how does
it's
she
always
know
a
so much
possibility.
about the inhibitor
and then,
chip?
and then the inhibitor chick, you got Wrecker hit. What did I say? What did I say?
Inhibitor chick.
Yeah, those inhibitor chicks.
She's an inhibitor chick.
You better watch out for them inhibitor chicks. Don't mess with them.
Oh my gosh! I'm dead.
So,
I'm dead.
Inhibitor chips in the head. You got Wrecker messing with his head, and I'm wondering if him bonking his head did something to the chip in his head. So all kind, that's gonna come. Why make such a big point of it unless there's something gonna? What if he activated the chip?
What if he activated
You're stuck. You're stuck on.
Oh my god!
I think it's time to end our post-episode commentary. That is not much of a commentary at all, but more.
The fact that you said so seriously.
Yeah, well, because I didn't.
It's like the inhibitor check.
It's because you were trying to get me to talk like Omega.
Omega? No,
Omega.
It's Omega.
I know it's Omega. Omega.
No,
Omega.
I'm Omega.
It's Omega. I'm Omega. But you were trying to talk like her, and then my everything got all twisted up, and it came out,
Inhibitor chick.
I'm never gonna live that down.
No, it's always gonna be the inhibitor chick.
Hey, look, there's an inhibitor chick in there.
Yeah, it's on the otst side, I think. Is it this
that
side?
That explains a lot.
This side.
It's
So
pounding in your head.
yeah, so this post episode commentary has been brought to you by Inhibitor Chicks.
Oh my gosh, this needs to be our channel name now, the Inhibitor Chicks. Yeah, there's only one chick, but it's the Inhibitor Chick and family.
You really are the chick, so. Yes, great commentary that is very off the rails as usual when it comes to Smol's family reactions. Me getting my tongue twisted, her making fun of everything I say, and him just dropping the one line here and there that just bam. So,
it's like Tech.
Yeah.
Just kind of quiet, but this is how it is.
Right. So,
like the pink.
Hey, one last thing before we leave. Very dark moment in the episode for them to take out those the not even just the soldiers, but that was pretty dark. So for anybody who says the shows like this are for kids, well, yes, I don't have a problem with the fact that it attracts. Star Wars is made for kids, but it's for everybody, and the story's heavy enough that I think
adults can.
I love it. And
but you're just a big kid.
I know. Star Wars brings out the kid, but that was dark. That was and last season of Clone Wars was dark. I mean, those last few episodes were dark. So.
There are episodes you watch the what are those witchy
Dathomir
episodes?
on the
yeah.
Yep. Those were dark. Yep. Definitely. So, All right, well, we're thoroughly enjoying this, and we're loving the foundation that's being laid. We're loving the character building, world building, and seeing the beginnings of the stormtroopers and everything of the other possibilities. I'm really curious about this special enhanced cloning that they're talking about. Who could that possibly be? Who could that possibly be? Lots of things going in my head. The first thing I'm doing, I'm going to check out theory videos right now, breakdown videos, see what people are talking about, because I've got ideas. So can't wait to see them. Leave some comments. Let us know what you think of what's going on here in the show, and if you're enjoying it so far. We are, and we know there's some big moments coming up that'll definitely make for some good reactions. So please subscribe. Help us get to 10,000. Smash it just like that.
Yeah,
big thumbs up if you enjoyed our reaction.
Big.
Oh my god. I'm about to like
share.
Sharing is caring.
And may the force be with you, and we will see you next time.